Hello, family. It's a beautiful day out today, and I just wanted to come out and touch base with you. So, as you can tell by the title of this presentation, we're still talking about illegal small scale mining in Ghana. And I think it's common knowledge with regards to the level of destruction that is done to the environment. There are calls from everywhere. The civil society organizations, I know there are a number of them, from Fix the Country to Arise Ghana, and a whole lot of them, if I'm getting the names right here. The labor unions, the youth of the nation, I know they were out in huge numbers trying to get the government, to do the right thing. It's nice to see them doing the legwork in their lawful protest. And I must, you know, um, commend them for the peaceful nature in which they conducted themselves. Okay. We are still calling for the release of I think is it 40 thereabout of the number of people who have been or who were arrested, detained, and placed on remand. We are still calling on the Chief Justice. We're calling on the Inspector General of the Police. We're calling on the President for them to be released immediately. Okay, what they did was noble, and they don't deserve to be detained or remanded. Okay, they shouldn't have been arrested. Okay, and I repeat that there was one or two exceptions, but on the whole, this is something that is very serious, and it poses a great threat to the very existence of everyone. Okay, if you're a Ghanaian and you live abroad, you may think this does not concern me, but whatever the case may be, you have relations in Ghana, okay, who use water from Ghana Water Company every day. And, their health is seriously at risk. From extensive investigations that has been carried out by various groups, including the Ghana Academy of Science and Arts, there is a correlation between the level of pollution and a lot of physiological deformities. Okay, so there's risk of cancer, leukemia, lots of other things. Okay, so this is something that is very serious. Some people are calling for a state of emergency to be declared over the affected areas, not obviously not the whole country, just so it will be a surgical operation. Okay, targeted surgical operation to cover all the affected areas. Okay, we need an immediate ban on small scale mining. Okay, so respectfully, and also in my humble capacity, as a Ghanaian citizen, I'm calling on my president. Okay, and I'm doing this in conjunction with all the people that are calling for the ban, okay, of small scale mining in Ghana. Okay, I was pondering over this yesterday, and initially my thoughts were, let's do a temporary ban, okay. However, I did, some more research on small scale mining in Ghana, and as of today, I have shifted from temporary ban to a ban. Okay, there has to be a ban on small scale mining. Okay, the level of destruction is just so enormous. I don't know how we're going to be able to redeem ourselves from this situation? How are we going to, whatever? I mean, usually within the mining license or leases, there should be a clause in that lease or license for land reclamation. This has been highly unregulated. People just have done whatever they want, used methods that are not industry approved. They've just been preoccupied with, just extracting the minerals without due regard for the environment, okay, and the ecological impact that it has, okay, on our very, existence, including wildlife, okay. So this specifically, okay, is for the president, the environmental minister, the minister for minerals and resources or whatever, whoever has the designation, okay. This is specifically for the minister responsible for forestry, because from what I gathered based on my investigations, we're now mining into the forestry reserved areas, okay, areas that, you know, it should be a no-go area, but we've gone deep into the reserved areas, okay, and we need to stop this, okay. We need the President of the Republic of Ghana to demonstrate strong leadership, put the needs of Ghana first and party second, okay. From what I gather, the president historically attempted to do something, and allegedly this affected the party's voting pattern, where the areas where the people were doing it, I mean, the people apparently voted against the president or something. But you know what? Given what's at stake, it's not worth it. The considerations going into the party, okay, and the stance maybe the government has taken, that if they try and address this thing the way they ought to, is going to have an adverse impact in terms of, the number of people that are going to vote for them. I think that is immaterial. We need to put the needs of Ghana first. We need to think about the generations behind us. Okay. So the president has to issue a ban, an immediate ban on Galamsey. I think that's is dubbed. Okay. But pretty much it stands for illegal small scale mining. Okay. Or artisanal mining. Okay. We need to stop this urgently. That's number one. So a ban. Okay. Because we know what the problem is. What we need is, a step by step solution. Once the ban is put in place, the next thing is, the government pulling together, the best experts that we can find. I know we have a huge pool in Ghana of such experts, on environmental preservation, experts on mining, experts on, water bodies, the geologists, all those various types of, experts, whatever we need, okay. Experts on land reclamation after mining, experts on health, because from the research I did, this has had a serious impact on the health of the communities around the forested areas and the areas where the waters are polluted. Okay, so we need to look at, whatever curative, interventions that are needed. Okay, experts on employment and trade, because we need to also factor into the equation how these young men, who are carrying out this illegal mining, can be redeployed into other trades. Okay, so we can attract them away from doing these illegal mining. Okay, yeah, we need like a holistic approach. Okay, to solve this problem. So, Mr. President, I am respectfully calling on you to institute an immediate ban on small scale mining, okay? It may not necessarily mean that, mining should be banned indefinitely. No. Okay. If we say a temporary ban, okay, that's good, but I don't know. I'm not entirely sure because I don't know how long it's going to take for us to be able to, you know, reinstate the damage that has been done to the water bodies back to its original state, and also how long it's going to take for us to get the forest back to the way it was. Okay, whether it's through reforestation, currently, the deforestation rate is excessively high. Okay, so we need, some immediate action and some committees put in place to carry out an extensive investigation and then submit a report to whoever the president is, I don't know whether it's who, the current president has 2 terms. Sorry, I do apologize. 2 months, okay. Um, the subsequent one obviously will have the 2 terms or a term, I don't know. So it's going to be one president dealing with it, and then another one probably continuing from where the president left off. And I hope that if the president Akufo would really, do something, so there'll be a legacy, action, okay. And I hope that whoever takes over, um, whether it's Mahama or Bawumia or any of the other guys who are running, and really anyone can win. So, but potentially we know historically, the baton has been passed between these two parties. It's like we've had this duopolized, role. Okay, not that we have much to write them about in terms of progress and development. They could have done much better than they have done. But then it is what it is. We are where we are. We can only hope for the best. But I'm praying for Ghana. I'm praying for the people of Ghana. I'm praying, for divine intervention, that by the grace of God, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, will heed the cry of the ordinary Ghanaian, okay? Especially the people in the hinterlands who are very badly affected by it, okay? And take immediate action, okay? Which is to put a ban on small scale mining, at least for now, okay? Just at the very least, temporary ban, but preferably for me, if I was, taking a decision, then it will be a ban for now. Okay, that's what I would do because it's just not worth it. What is at stake is just so enormous. Okay, without the environment, a healthy, sustainable environment, where are we going to be? Okay, the very air that we breathe is, the trees, the role they play, the water, water is a source of life. Yes, we can, we can mine, we can extract whatever it is that we're doing, okay? The hydrocarbons, the minerals, or whatever. But they're usually done responsibly. You have to do it in a way that, the harm to the environment, okay, is to the barest minimum, okay? But this is just very, very bad. We have the Minerals Commission, and apparently they've issued so many licenses. The Forestry Commission, if there are people at, post and they're not doing their work, they ought to be sacked. They shouldn't even be at post. Okay. And looking at the state and condition of the water bodies and the forests, okay, the areas that have been damaged, I mean, that is an indictment of the CEOs of these institutions. They shouldn't be at post. No, they shouldn't be at post. This is very, very serious. So, Mr. President, please, 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 respectfully put a ban on small scale mining for now, okay? Until we get to the bottom of what's going on and, come up with measures to be able to bring the mining or small scale mining under control, where even if we decide to reinstate it, it will be highly regulated and, policed properly, because the scale of the work, I think, is even beyond the police, because maybe, you know, if you deploy forestry commission staff, I don't think they can deal with it. Perhaps the army can. We have soldiers, guarding the areas to, but it's going to be a very complex operation though, because if the soldiers are guarding it, I mean, are they going to be there 24 hours a day? How did we even get here? And I think, yeah, also, we need to amend the laws where necessary, okay, and, to reflect the situation. So certain punitive actions are taken, okay, confiscation of equipments, um, custodial sentences, some scapegoating should be done to deter others from doing it, okay, where there's conflict of interest and all that. If somebody who's a senior public officer and, is breaking the law, that action ought to be taken to check it, okay. Okay, I just gonna end here, but I hope that the president will take the action or actions that are necessary to bring the situation under control. Everyone is calling for something to be done, and I know he's a person of principle. I really respect and think highly of him as a person, and I have nothing but great respect again for the position that he holds. Okay, the president has exemplified himself in the various capacities that he served the nation. Okay, so this is very much unlike him. So Mr. President Nana Akufo-Addo, I'm calling on you to please, 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 heed the call of all Ghanaians, both at home and abroad. We're all calling on you to do the right thing. Okay. God bless you all. God bless our nation, Ghana, and God bless our leaders. We just pray that they'll be responsive, to the needs of the people, that they will do the right things, so posterity will not judge them. We pray that they will uphold the values of our first president, Dr. Nkrumah, where they can put the needs of the nation first and needs of party and themselves second. Okay. I just pray that, Ghana or Ghanaians as a whole, would let the fear of God prevail in them like it has always been, and that, we move away from, secular existence, because it seems that we become so secularized and now, in other words, we become too worldly. Okay, we've moved away from God. We need to have God back in the driving seat. Okay, we need to have the fear of God in us. Okay, materialism and vanity is the order of the day. That's not right. Okay, we've always been a God-fearing nation. Let's just, go back to the status quo ante. Okay, God bless you all. Please, if you're new to this channel, kindly subscribe and, like and share this video. Let it go far and wide. I wanted to reach the president, the chief justice, the speaker of parliament, the attorney general, and all those kind of key people who have taken upon themselves to, go into those positions. And I know they have a very deep understanding of, the responsibilities of the positions that they hold. So, Mr. President, please, put a ban on illegal mining. Okay, it poses an existential threat to the people of Ghana. Thank you. God bless. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And hit on the notification button so every time we have a new upload, it will reach you. Thank you.